right, guys, we're going to break it down to you for a Week 11 money line and spreads. By the way, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope everybody eats a lot of turkey, stuffing, gravy, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, corn, green bean casserole, anything your mind can dream of. Hope everybody has a safe and happy Thanksgiving. But now we're going to get down to business. I'm Ben Barsolona. This is my boy Joe Young. Welcome to the show, Joe. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, buddy.
Of course, of course. This guy, I don't know if you know Joe Young or not, but this guy is a genius. A genius when it comes to money line and spreads. This guy is actually leading my league in the spreads right now, so I'm actually happy to have him on my show.
Maybe we'll try to get you boys some money this week with these pick'ems.
Of course, of course. All right, so let's break it down with our first matchup that we're going to talk about. We are going to talk about the Houston Texans going to the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving. The Houston Texans are minus 2.5, and the Detroit Lions are given 2.5. Joe, what are you thinking about this matchup between the Lions and the Texans?
You know, after the performance they did last week against the Panthers getting shut out, all they got is DeAndre Swift coming back. I think Houston's going to take this out with the spread and the money line. That's what I'm rolling with for that game.
I feel the exact same way. I got the Texans money line and spread. Dude, there's Matthew Stafford. It's the first time he got shut out since 2009. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Dude,
I think he's playing hurt too.
Bro, yeah, I mean, everybody's a little hurt nowadays, though. You know, with some injuries lingering, and then you got COVID all over the place. Some people are sick and everything like that. But Kenny Golladay is going to be out. Swift is coming back. But I just feel like after getting shut out by, what?
With third-string quarterback, was it?
P.J. Walker?
Who is that?
Yeah, he played in the XFL. Let's put it that way. But he got shut out, gave him his first win, and I was not expecting a shutout that game. I wasn't. But the Texans, they've been producing good points through the air. Their running game is terrible, so I can expect a lot of points in the air. Texans, moneyline and spread also with me. So our next Thanksgiving game that we're going to talk about are the Washington football team going to Dallas to meet the Cowboys. Now the Cowboys are favored 3 points. Joe, I want to hear what you got to say about this. What do you see going on? Do you see the Dallas Cowboys taking it on Thanksgiving? Go for it. At home? Just curious.
This is probably the toughest game this week just because I don't trust the Cowboys. I've lost so much money betting with the Cowboys that I really do not want to say they will win the game. But they just beat the Vikings. They've been on a nice little streak last week.
Got them hot. They got them hot.
They're on a nice little streak. Andy Dalton, I don't know how much that explains. I mean, how much that gives the Cowboys, you know. But do I trust Dalton or Alex Smith? That's the question. Or Zeke or Antonio Gibson.
Or Scary Terry or any other wide receiver on the Cowboys.
Exactly. I think the Cowboys will win, but I may be going with the Redskins or the Washington football team with the 3 points towards them. That's a tough one. I don't know for sure with that one.
So wait, hold on. You got the Cowboys with the money line and the Redskins with the spread.
With 3 points, yeah.
So
I think it'll be a tough one.
So you think the Cowboys are going to win by 3 points? Or 2 points?
Less.
Or
yeah,
less.
3 or less, I think.
I see my Dallas Cowboys winning this with the money line and the spread. I just love my Dallas Cowboys. I can't help it. I'm a Cowboys fan. But I seriously think that being the Minnesota Vikings got a fire underneath these Dallas Cowboys, and they have a home game at Thanksgiving. You know, I just feel like, you know, there's a fire burning under this team, and they want to prove something. They definitely want to prove something. So I'm taking the Cowboys with the money line and the spread. That's me.
One other thing, too. Division games in this division,
it's always
in
close.
This conference, it is always a nail-biter to the very end, which is why I feel the Washington football team will lose only by 3 or less.
I feel like if I had to predict the final scores to this game, it'd be 17-21 Cowboys. That's what I would see. 17-21 Cowboys.
I say 21-18, but let's just roll with that.
18. Ooh.
with me covering the spread.
2-point conversion going on there. So our next game we're going to talk about actually got postponed. It was supposed to play on Thanksgiving, but now it got postponed to Sunday at a 1 o'clock game, and that is the Baltimore Ravens going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are favored by 5 points. 5 points. Joe, what is your aspect on this? I'm just curious. What you got?
This is another one. I'm going to run with the Steelers. I'm going to have to go with the undefeated team to win this game. But I also think the Ravens will cover the spread with 5 points.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson, it's going to another division game. It's definitely going to be a close one. I think the Ravens could cover with 5.
Yeah.
Steelers will win though.
You know what? I feel the exact same way. I feel like you're going into Pittsburgh, going to Heinz Stadium, and you're basically facing an undefeated team. I don't see the Ravens pulling out a victory, but I feel like it's going to be a close game. I don't see Lamar Jackson throwing 2 picks and 2 fumbles like he did last time. I just feel like even with Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins out with COVID, Gus Edwards is probably going to step up and get that workload. I feel like it's going to be a very close game. Probably a field goal is going to separate both of them. I think it's going to be Pittsburgh money line, and I'm taking the Ravens with the spread. That's what I think too.
Best way to go.
Yeah, that's the safest way. At least for me, I think that's the safest way to go, especially with this matchup for the division. All right, now we're going to get into our Sunday games. And the first game we're going to talk about is the Las Vegas Raiders going against the Atlanta Falcons, and the Raiders are favored 3 points. Now, I'm going to go first on this one.
Go for it.
I'm going to take the Raiders with the money line and the spread. I just feel like with the whole Julio injury, with his whole hamstring, which I can't believe that Julio did that to fantasy owners. Like, bro, your hamstring has been hurting you all season long, and you're going to sit out 3.5 quarters to come back in the fourth quarter for one play and make a play. That screwed me in fantasy, I'm not going to lie. But I just don't think that offense is capable of beating a team like the Raiders that have been stepping it up and basically almost beat the Kansas City Chiefs twice in 1 year, which is unheard of.
Yeah.
When was the last time that happened? I mean, I couldn't even tell you. So, Joe, who do you got this week? Do you have the Raiders or do you have the Falcons? Money line spread.
I'm rolling with you. Raiders spread and money line. Ooh. Falcons. They never close out a game. Even when Matt Ryan does perform, that defense is easily going to give up 40 points against somebody like the Raiders with Derek Carr and Josh Jacobs. Yeah, even the Cowboys won that game off the Falcons. I don't know how, but even last week, I had Matt Ryan on my bench. Thank God. He put up 5 points on my bench. A quarterback put up 5 points. And yeah, the Raiders are going to, no questions asked, Raiders are taking this. Spread and money line.
Yeah, I feel you. I got the same exact thing. So our next matchup we're going to talk about is the Los Angeles Chargers going to Buffalo to face the Bills, and the Bills are favored 5.5. 5.5. I feel like the spread is so big. What do you got, Joe? What do you got for this game? Chargers or Bills?
Yeah. The Chargers with 5.5 spread. Chargers underdogs, right?
Yes.
Chargers will cover that spread easily with 5.5 with my boy Hubie. He will put up 30 points against that defense. But the Bills, I could see when taking out that game. Because Chargers are another one like the Falcons. They don't close out games. They put up points. That defense just collapses towards the end. And they just don't close. So they will cover 5.5. But the Bills will take that game. The way Josh Allen is playing especially, I see it.
You know what? I think this is going to be my upset of the week. I'm going to take the Chargers money line and spread. I feel like this is going to be the upset of the week. After coming off a bye week, the Bills just came off a bye week. I just don't feel like Josh Allen, he's due for a bad game. Let's put it that way. He's due for a bad game, and I feel like this is a game that's gonna give him that bad game. You know, that Chargers defense is pretty solid. They're gonna put a lot of pressure on Josh Allen. And I feel like you said, your boy Herbert, I think he's going to step it up this game. You know, Keenan Allen's definitely going to be that difference maker in this game right here. And Eckler he could come back. So if Eckler plays, you know, that's even more weapons for him to play with. You know, Ballage did pretty good So even if Bell's just playing, I'm still with the Chargers. All right, so our next matchup we're going to talk about the New York Giants going to the Cincinnati Bengals, and the New York Giants are favored 5.5. 5.5.
The only time of the year you'll hear the Giants favored by 5.5 points.
Yeah, right. I couldn't believe it. When I saw it, I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like that's a difference maker right there, though.
Absolutely insane. But I mean, there's good reason. Joe Mixon's still out. Joe Burrow, season-ending injury. And I'm gonna roll with Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
I'm taking 5.5 with the Giants, especially Bengals D is nothing special.
No,
Their backup, I don't know who it is. I won't lie to you. And I'm gonna go with what I know. I think Slayton and Shepard are gonna have a nice matchup. Evan Ingram might step in there, and yeah, I'm taking Giants, spread and money line, obviously.
All right, yeah. So Joe, I definitely agree with you. I'm taking the Giants with the spread. They got Ryan Finley as their quarterback, which who the hell is Ryan Finley?
That's why I didn't know.
The Giants have been stepping it up lately, putting good matchups. Even against the Bucs, they stepped it up.
Their defense is low key good.
Yeah,
I like their defense. They surprised me this year, without a doubt.
And I think that's going to be the key is the defense, and then you're going to see Darius Slayton put up a couple points. Yeah, no, I definitely see the Giants taking this one with 5.5. So I'm going to take the Giants money line, and I'm also going to take the Giants with the spread also. So our next matchup we're going to talk about is the Tennessee Titans going to the Indianapolis Colts, and the Indianapolis Colts are favored 3.5. 3.5. Joseph, do you want me to take this one first?
You take this
All
one
right.
first.
You know what? This is going to be a close matchup. A very close matchup. I think that 0.5 is going to be a difference maker. I'm going to take the Tennessee Titans with the spread, but I'm going to take Indianapolis getting that win. I just feel like Indianapolis right now is the better team. They're the hotter team, and they just came off a victory with the Packers, even though Tennessee Titans just beat the Ravens. But I just feel like it's going to be a difference maker between a field goal. That 0.5 is going to make a huge difference, so I'm taking Tennessee with the spread and the Colts money line. What about you?
I'm going to do the same thing. Just Titans. I think this will be the upset of the week. Titans money line with the spread of 3.5. It's definitely going to be a close game, like you said. I could see a field goal deciding this game. But Phillip Rivers, I don't know. He's giving them wins. I don't know how. He's good for a couple interceptions a game. Every other game, maybe. But I see Derrick Henry taking this one over. And I see the Titans taking this with the win and the spread. And the way Ryan Tannehill has been playing, he's not bad. Complete 360 from the Dolphins to the Titans.
Well, that's the system right there. It just shows that it's all about the system,
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all about your running back. So if you have a good running back to hand it off to,
Exactly.
all the pressure is just off of you. You're like,
Exactly.
Just give the ball to Derrick Henry.
If not, everybody's expecting it, and then Tannehill just comes through, and he's been doing good this year. So I think the Titans are going to take this.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Well, with the spread at least. All right. So our next game that we're going to talk about, we got the Carolina Panthers going to Minnesota to face the Vikings, and the Vikings are favored 4. Just 4 points. Joe, you want to take this one? Who you got? Carolina, Minnesota.
I see the Vikings. Dalvin Cook running over this defense. No questions asked. Who was it? Ronald Jones. How many rushing yards did he put up? 200?
I don't even know.
And
he just had a ridiculous fucking game against them.
It's their rush defense is non-existent. I see Dalvin Cook putting 200 plus yards rushing. But they're another team that they don't close. And
they lost to the Cowboys. They lost to the Cowboys.
Game time winning touchdown. Cowboys took it from the Vikings. And obviously I had the Vikings. I lost that one last week. But What was the spread? 4?
4 points. 4 points. Panthers, Vikings.
It's still undeciding. If Teddy Bridgewater's in the game,
which I don't think he is, though. Let's just say that he's not playing because I don't think he is.
Okay.
So right now he's not playing.
If Teddy Bridgewater is not playing and their backup is in, I see the Vikings taking this. I don't think he'll do 2 games in a row where he's putting up 2+ touchdowns.
Okay, so Vikings with spread and money line?
Vikings with spread and money line. And this is a tough one, but that's what I have to go with.
Now, if Teddy Bridgewater was playing, would you have him with the spread and money line also?
I would take the Panthers with the spread. Vikings will take this. I don't think they'll lose 2 weeks in a row. Zimmerman, I'm sure he's getting prepared this week. He won't lose 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, no. Well, as of right now, let's just say Teddy Bridgewater is not playing. I have the Vikings money line and spread right now. If Teddy Bridgewater was to play, which I don't think he is, but if he did, I still take the Minnesota Vikings because I feel like that injury was just going to linger. They're rushing him in for what? You know, the division's already settled. That's why I don't.
McCaffrey.
And Christian McCaffrey's out still. I don't see it. I'm going to take the Vikings money line and spread. That's what I see. Our next game that we're going to talk about, Arizona Cardinals going to New England to face the Patriots, and the Arizona Cardinals are favored by only 2 points.
Very surprising.
But no, I mean, that's not that surprising because the whole injury with Kyler Murray, you know, he is going to play, but
he's expected to play.
We don't know how that injury is going to affect him.
Very true.
You know, we saw how he played with Seattle. We all thought that he was going to ball out. Even you took the Cardinals.
Of course.
You know?
After what Murray did with those Bills?
Yeah.
That Hail Mary? I'm a believer, baby.
I mean, I'm a believer too, but that injury, you could definitely see it was taking a toll on...
Without a doubt.
On him, and that's what happened. And Seattle took that victory with the spread too. And could this be another game where they're trying to lowball you and they're telling you, pick the Cardinals, but they... You know, something can pop up.
That is true.
So who you got? Do you have New England? 2 points, or do you got Arizona? You have faith in Kyler Murray.
The way I'm looking at it is, who do you trust more, Cam Newton or Kyler Murray? Even with, doesn't matter. Cam Newton has been Cam Newton. He started off hot, and his true self came out by the end of this year. Even with an injury, if his shoulder's still hurt, I'm still going with my Cardinals. And I have Kyler Murray in my fantasy, so a little biased maybe, but I'm rolling with the Cardinals. Spread and money line, obviously. Cam Newton is just he makes way too many mistakes. He's
a run first quarterback. That's what he is. He's a run first quarterback. He likes the action.
He likes to be the center of attention.
Exactly.
That's what Cam Newton's all about. You could even tell with his wardrobe. It's he likes to have all eyes on him. And Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins, Kenyon Drake is healthy again, which Kenyon Drake hasn't been doing much this year, but he's starting to get it together. I'm rolling with the Cardinals.
Yeah. I'm taking the Cardinals, too. I'm taking the Cardinals money line and spread. I just don't see New England Patriots, even if it's in Foxborough. Like, Bill Belichick's a genius, and I'm sure he'll have a couple plays underneath his sleeve to throw off this Cardinals defense, but I don't think that it's going to be enough to beat the Cardinals or cover the spread.
With 2 points.
Yeah, I could see the score probably being 14-28 Cardinals. That's what I can see.
I could see it.
14-28.
I can see it happening.
I could definitely see Cam Newton running in for a touchdown, though. Just saying.
Or 2, or both.
Yeah, you know.
I could definitely see that.
You know, watch out for Jacoby Myers. Watch out for Jacoby Myers. Mm-hmm. He's going to be a difference maker in this game also. That's why. This game is 2 points. You never know.
Bird had his time last week. It was Jacoby Myers the week before. I could see Jacoby Myers making a big difference in this game.
Yeah. So our next matchup we're going to talk about is the Miami Dolphins traveling all the way up north to face the New York Jets. And the Miami Dolphins are favored 6.5. What are you expecting out of this game?
With the spread, it's definitely going to be close with 6.5. The Jets have been surprising everybody.
Dude,
the
lately,
past few
yes.
games at least. The past couple games.
Yes.
They have been putting up points. Their defense, I mean, it's still shaky, the defense, but Joe Flacco moves the ball with Perriman, Mims.
Yeah.
My boy J-Mo.
Yeah, Frank Gore. Not anything spectacular over there,
but he brings a certain something to the team, you know? Finesse. There you go. That was the word I was looking for. 6.5. Dolphins disappointed me last week. I don't think they'll do it 2 weeks in a row. I'm going with Dolphins spread and money line. My reason is that Dolphins secondary, I don't think Joe Flacco will be able to move the ball like he's been the past few weeks. And the Jets second string, Praveen, he's also on the IR. He's done. So all you got is Frank Gore against that horrible rush defense that the Miami Dolphins have. Will Frank Gore be able to do it on his own with that Dolphins secondary? I don't think they got it. And Tua's back. I think it lit a fire under his ass for sure, being benched.
Oh, hell yeah.
Definitely lit a fire under his ass. He has to perform. They had him in the first round for a reason. Tua is going to perform this week against the Jets. They're covering 6.5 with the money line as well.
All right, you know what? Like I said, I'm taking Miami both ways. I'm taking with the money line and the spread. That defense, that Miami defense is something to reckon with. They definitely paid to have that defense. The rush defense maybe not that great, but that pass catching defense, bro, it's nothing to mess with
at all.
And the Jets, I don't trust in Joe Flacco. 6.5 points is a lot of points, especially for a divisional game. But I can't see Tua taking a second loss, especially after getting benched against the Jets. I just don't see it. I don't see it. I think this is going to be his bounce back game where he throws 2 touchdowns for over 250 yards. That's what I think.
Especially on the route to the playoffs, too. They have a chance.
Yeah, they have a chance,
the playoffs,
yes.
Which is why they put Tua in instead of Fitzmagic.
And this is the game. This is the game to show, like, this is the confidence booster right here. If you can't beat the Jets by 6.5, then something's not going right. You know?
And the rest of their lineup, it's pretty easy. I think their toughest game is the Buffalo Bills for the rest of this season.
Yeah. So our next matchup is going to be Cleveland going all the way to Jacksonville. Cleveland is favored 6.5. This is going to be one of those games where you're like, it could be either or. I obviously think that Cleveland is going to take this match. They're going to take the money line, but I don't think they're going to win it by 6.5. I got Jacksonville winning the spread. Final score 23-28. That's what I think. 23-28. Cleveland. So I think Jacksonville is going to cover the spread. They've been very good with covering the spreads lately, especially with that Green Bay matchup. They cover that spread.
Yeah.
You know,
that was a definitely surprising.
Yeah.
With the Packers in Jacksonville.
Yeah, man. What do you think now? What do you think about this?
I'm going to be different. I'm rolling with the Browns spread and money line. My reason, Browns are, I think they're 7-3 this year. They're on a route to the playoffs. Jacksonville with their backup quarterback, I don't see it happening. The Browns defense has been putting up numbers as well. I just don't see Jacksonville making it a close one. I think Baker Mayfield is getting this team to the playoffs, or at least to a wild card. I feel like for the rest of their schedule this year.
All right, next game, we're going into the Sunday afternoon games. We got New Orleans going to Denver, and New Orleans is favored 5.5 with Taysom Hill as their quarterback. Now, I'm just going to say that Taysom Hill, I think, did a fantastic job as a quarterback relieving Drew Brees against the Falcons. Even though the Falcons are choke artists, I still think he performed very well. And those ESPN owners that had him as a tight end, oh my God, that was like a God-given gift to you. It was like, here, take it. I just couldn't believe they did that. But I still got New Orleans with money line and spread. I don't see the Denver Broncos taking this I just see the Saints blowing them out. Regardless, I think it's gonna be a 35-17 game.
I feel the same way. I think Saints are going to take this Moneyline and spread. I know I'll regret this because every time I bet against the Broncos with the spread, they always disappoint and they win. Every time I go with the Broncos, they never cover the spread. So I'm sure I will regret this, but I have to go with the Saints and spread and Moneyline, without a doubt.
Our next afternoon game we're going to talk about is the San Francisco 49ers going to the LA Rams. And the Rams are favored by 7 points. Now, I'll start this off. I like the Rams. I like the Rams money line. I like the spread. I know Raheem Mostert's coming back. The 49ers actually signed Jordan Matthews to the practice squad. And they're going to give him a tryout. We'll see how that happens and if he can make that game. Even if he doesn't, I don't see the San Francisco 49ers putting up a game against the Rams. The Rams just came off a victory against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and their blood is boiling. They know what they have, and they're not going to let someone like the San Francisco 49ers stop them, especially by 7 points. I see the Rams taking it, money line and spread. What about you, Joe?
I'm going with the same. Rams, money line, and spread. They're coming off hot off the Buccaneers. It's going to be a good game, though, that's for sure. It's definitely going to come down to coaching. Both of these coaches are basically geniuses. They know what they're doing. But the way Jared Goff looked last week, you got to roll with the hot hand. I'm going with Jared Goff. Yeah. Even without Mostert, I don't think he'll be that much of a difference with that Rams defense.
Yeah.
Don't see it.
Raheem Mostert, though, he's a difference maker.
If he can stay healthy throughout the game, he will make a difference. I still think the Rams take it with 7 points easily.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so our next game that we're going to talk about is the Kansas City Chiefs going to Tampa Bay to face Tom Brady and the Bucs. And the Kansas City Chiefs are only favored by 3 points. Joe, I'll let you start this one off.
I'm always going to go with Patrick Mahomes. No matter what, I don't care if the spread would be 10. Mahomes never disappoints. It's been 2 years straight now. He's a rock star. And Brady, let's be honest, some games he's like a god. Other games makes way too many mistakes.
And
interception after interception, without a doubt. He can't scramble anymore. If he's caught in the pocket, he's done. Brady's not the same. He has a lot of weapons. I do love their offense. Their defense is another one that is phenomenal. But with 3 points with the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes, that's just a gimme. Yeah, I'm going with the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Chiefs also, money line and spread. I feel like this is going to be the game where Tampa Bay is going against a soft defense. But like he said, Tom Brady it all depends on what game Tom Brady has. He's going to have a good game or is he going to have a bad game? Because if he has a bad game, I don't care how good you think those Bucs defense are, Patrick Mahomes will expose them. He has more weapons than any other. I don't care if you think Tom Brady has Antonio Brown, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. It doesn't matter because Patrick Mahomes has the speedsters. They have Travis Kelce. They have Tyreek Hill. They have Mecole Hardman. They just show up, and it's very hard to beat this Chiefs team. So I got them money line and spread also. I can't see it. Tom Brady, your days are done. I mean, you might show up into the NFC Championship. I'm not gonna lie, you might show up at the NFC Championship.
As you should.
As you should, yeah. With that team, I don't understand why you couldn't with that team. But Chiefs.
And just one thing, if you're betting against this team and you're taking our advice here, I do not want you to get upset if Tom Brady is having one of those games where he's a rock star and they might be up by 3 touchdowns. Do not get nervous. Patrick Mahomes will score 4 touchdowns in a matter of a quarter. Easily. So do not get nervous. If Tom Brady's having one of those days, they will cover 3 points easily.
Yeah, I feel the same way. All right. Last 2 games. All right. So now we're at our Sunday night game. We got the Chicago Bears going to Green Bay to face the Packers, and the Packers are favored by 8 points. Joseph. Who you got in this one? Moneyline spread.
Here's the thing. Rodgers, he likes to keep games close. He likes to keep games linger on more than they should. The Chicago Bears offense, though, do I think they could score more than 2 touchdowns max against any defense? It's tough to say. I have to roll with Aaron Rodgers with the spread. Money line without a doubt.
So hard. It's so hard. Yeah.
Money line, Green Bay will take it. No questions asked. But with the spread, what 8.5?
8.
8 points straight.
Yeah.
I'll still take my money with Aaron Rodgers. Nick Foles, his days are done after he left the Eagles. Hate to say it, I'm an Eagles fan. Nick Foles, he's just not it. Mitchell Trubisky, he's not it either. So if they want to sit Nick Foles, doesn't matter. I see Green Bay blowing him out.
All right, so I'm just going to be realistic right here real quick, okay? This is what I have. I have Green Bay money line and spread. I will not be surprised if the Bears cover the spread, though. I will not be surprised. The Bears, they've been covering the spread lately. I mean, more than they haven't. But the thing is, this is a divisional game. And divisional matchups, they know Aaron Rodgers. They play him twice a year, and they're always close. Divisional games are pretty much always close. And that's why I'm a little skeptical of picking the Packers with the spread, because I feel like that the Bears defense, I don't care what you say, their offense might be shit, but their defense is one of the top defenses in the league. You know, definitely top 10 in the league. And, you know, I feel like they can definitely put a burden on Aaron Rodgers. You know, at least to keep the game to 7 points. You know, as of right now, I have the Packers winning money line and spread, but that is subject to change.
Like you said, I would not be surprised either. Green Bay, you would think they would blow them out.
Yeah.
But the way Aaron Rodgers with those spreads and Bears defense, like you said, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. So we are at our last game finally, and it's the Monday night game. We got Seattle Seahawks traveling to Philadelphia to face the Eagles, and the Seattle Seahawks are favored 5 points. Joe, I'll let you do the honors. Who you got this one? Moneyline spread.
Like I said, I'm an Eagles fan, but when I'm making bets, I do not bet with my heart. I bet
with my wallet.
With my wallet, yes, exactly. I have to go with the Seahawks spread and money line. Carson Wentz, my boy Carson, had so much faith in you. I was your biggest supporter. I always just thought it was everybody out hurt. I always gave Carson Wentz the doubt that his entire team is hurt. But after what I've seen the last few weeks here, Carson Wentz just makes way too many mistakes. He likes to play from behind. He likes to try to score 3 touchdowns after the second half. And normally, especially against the Seahawks, if you go down 3 touchdowns against the Seahawks, it is too late already. You're not coming back from that deficit against the Seahawks. So, Seahawks, spread and money line.
Yeah, I got the same thing. Seahawks spread and money line. I expect DK Metcalf to have one of the biggest games that he has had all year during this game. I don't see this Eagles defense holding Russell Wilson, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. I don't see it. And if you think Carson Wentz is going to beat the Seahawks, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. You know, and I swear to God, I swear to God, Carson Wentz has to be the most biggest bust in football. In football. Yeah, there's such a debate. Granted, he has a Super Bowl ring, but it's not because of him. It's because of freaking Nick Foles.
He did get them there.
He got the ring.
He did get them there to the playoffs, but Nick Foles closed it out for him.
You know, and I guarantee he does not wear that ring either. I put money on it that he doesn't wear the ring. But I'm telling you right now, I just don't see. Russ is cooking. And he's going to continue to cook. And I feel like, you know, these Eagles team is just going to be an appetizer for them. Guys, that's going to wrap it up today with our Week 11 pick'ems. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment. You know, we're always here for your support. We're always here to give support. You know, anytime you have questions, just leave a comment. We'll answer them. Guarantee we'll answer them. You know, Fantasy Goods, we're here to stay. We'll be here this year, and we're going to be back next year. So don't you forget about it, okay? Don't you forget about it. And as always, I'm Ben Barsolona. This is my good buddy Joseph Young. We are the Fantasy Goods, and we got the goods.